Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into our update here, ladies and gentlemen, our weekly update on Richtech Robotics, ladies and gentlemen. Started this on April 27, 26, ladies and gentlemen. We're down $650, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're down to $590 on May 4, 2026, because we got $42 worth of premium. Let's look at what they did for the week here, ladies and gentlemen. What did they do for the week? They're up 9 cents, 3.5%, ladies and gentlemen. But year to date, we are still down 71 cents. I do believe this is in a trading range right now between 2 and 3.50, ladies and gentlemen. My average cost is $2.86, ladies and gentlemen, for 605 shares, ladies and gentlemen. I do have to keep 4 of these, ladies and gentlemen. Let me look at my book here. Yes, I do write everything down. For $7, ladies and gentlemen. Before I get my money out, ladies and gentlemen, what did we do last week? They do have earnings coming up on May 22nd, ladies and gentlemen. Expected earning is negative 4 cents, ladies and gentlemen. We still have this week and next week, ladies and gentlemen. That'd be after hours. May 22nd is on a Friday. Great. We still can do options, and the option will be alright because it'll be closed out when this happened after hours, ladies and gentlemen. Still can do it, ladies and gentlemen. I did get assigned another one at $3, ladies and gentlemen, and another one at $2.50. Not bad. Got 2 more assigned, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I got 600 shares. Now let's look at the puts. I could do at least one more. I believe I got enough money to do one more. It'd be $3 put. Or will I go for the $2.50 put, ladies and gentlemen, to make the $7 or $36? Technically, if it looked right to me, it will be the $36. I'd be happy to get extra $36, ladies and gentlemen. Then I can use that $36. If it drops, then look at the cover calls, ladies and gentlemen. I will be looking at the $3.50 for at least one, and maybe one at the $4, ladies and gentlemen. Just be laddering it out. Just be precautious. Then if it does hit one or hit both of them, I still get profit, ladies and gentlemen. Since my exposure to it is down there, ladies and gentlemen, and that'll give me time for next week to buy some more puts at a lower cost and make more money, ladies and gentlemen. Puts, you will make more money than you do on cover calls, ladies and gentlemen. Cover calls is up. Just trying to get the appreciation of the stock back up. And waiting to get all the way back up to $7. You don't see no $7. Stop at $6. But that's what I'm looking at for our ladies and gentlemen. Got 2 weeks before the earning call, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big thing. It could go up. Earning week, cover calls, it could be good, or the puts could be good, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to have some money for that. How much money do I have to spend in this account? This is in my traditional account. I have enough to do. On one, like I said, I got $384, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I will be looking at other places, trying to get more money out, or I can have do more puts before next week, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll see what it expires in this, ladies and gentlemen, for RR, ladies and gentlemen. Not what I'm looking at for RR. It's not financial advice. It's what I'm doing with my money. Trying to get my money lower, ladies and gentlemen. You notice that I am down to $141.35, but I'm going by what it is from right here, ladies and gentlemen. $590, ladies and gentlemen. That's the main one I worry about. The other one is because I'm lowering the cost down and selling some cover calls and buying at lower price. Lower it down quicker. But this is the true measurement of what I need to get back, ladies and gentlemen. If I get this back and it's positive on Robinhood, ladies and gentlemen, that means I'm doing great, making money, and showing how to get your money back out, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a small amount, but some people said $590 ain't that much, but $590 is a much if it's in a taxable fund like in my traditional IRA. This is all done in my traditional IRA, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen. On this one, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. Next week.